Hey, Bill. How you doing, champ?
Hey, Rob. Very well. Thank you very much for taking time out of your schedule to talk with me today.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
So, to let everyone know, today I'm talking with celebrated actor, comedian, writer, and producer Rob Schneider. And of course, you all know Rob from Saturday Night Live, countless movies like Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, The Animal, The Hot Chick, and pretty much every other Adam Sandler movie. And Rob also has a lot going on with Netflix right now. Season 1 and 2 of Real Rob is now on there, and a new Netflix stand-up comedy special called Rob Schneider, Asian Mama, Mexican Kids is also on there as well. And Rob Schneider will also be performing at the Improv Comedy Club beginning December 17th through the 19th for 5 shows here in West Palm Beach, Florida. Well, you sound great, man.
I'm excited to be going out there. It's one of my favorite places to go in December is Florida. It's a lot better than Warsaw, Florida.
I tell you, well, we woke up to 46 degrees this morning, so it's cooled off here a little bit the last couple of days.
I know. You better put the heat lamps out by the oranges.
Right, most definitely. Now we were just mentioning.
Yeah.
We were just mentioning that you have a new stand-up special on Netflix called Rob Schneider, Asian Mama, Mexican Kids. I mean, how does it feel?
I was trying to get half the planet's population on there.
Yeah, huh? That's so true, I tell you. Now, this was obviously, when was this recorded? Pre-COVID?
February, we're just about a week before the world shut down, so it all worked out pretty darn good for us.
So since then, you've been doing, I guess, what everybody else has been doing as far as coronavirus, staying home and spending time with family and such.
Yeah, it's been a nutty time, but yeah, we've gotten so much information from so many sources, so much stuff, and people refusing to go outside and people going outside anyway, and I have some observations about stuff, so I will touch on for the people who come to the show.
Okay.
And it's interesting, because Florida's an interesting case where you don't have same level of, you have a lot more higher percentage of older people there than you have in California, and yet they're doing better than California. So, but the weather's better there. So there's a lot of things, and at the end of the day, I just believe it's like how much of your government do you want making decisions for your personal safety or for any decisions in your life.
Sure.
And that's what I respect about Floridians. They're like, I want the government as far away from me as I can.
Yeah, I hear you. Now, you were a spokesman for State Farm, but was dropped in 2014 due to your anti-vaccination views. I mean,
well, it's funny that you say that, but like now you have like the firemen in New York saying, you know what, we're going to make that decision for ourselves. I've always been not anti. I've always been pro-choice. I mean, it's my body, my choice. It's up to me.
Yes.
And the fact that they're mandating that you can't go to school. I mean, are you for not going to keeping kids away because one of their siblings had a problem with a particular medical intervention, which is what these are? Yeah. And then are you going to be okay with that? I mean, the fact of the matter is, it's got to be up to the parents to decide. And asking for safety for stuff is exactly what Kamala Harris and Joe Biden were asking for.
Right.
Saying, well, we want to make sure it's safe. So suddenly, I'm in vogue. So I guess, does that make Kamala Harris and Joe Biden anti-vaxxers too because they're concerned about safety?
Yeah.
No. I would just say this. If I'm concerned about the Boeing 737 MAX, and if I'm concerned about that crashing, does that make me anti-plane?
Right, I hear you.
I think the pharmaceutical companies have done a very good job of painting people, anyone who questions the safety of their products, as a so-called conspiracy theorist. Well, when it's my child, I'm going to check and I'm going to make the decision for myself.
Yes.
And that's my decision. And it doesn't look so crazy. I don't look so crazy now, do I?
No, absolutely not. No, I'm with you 100%.
Okay, good. Because it's like if I question the safety of cars, it doesn't make me anti-automobile.
No, of course not. No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's how I get painted, So I stand by parental choice and body autonomy.
Yes.
If that makes me controversial, then I'll deal with it.
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned earlier at the start of your answer there, school. Now, you have the Rob Schneider Music Foundation. Now, with a lot of kids still at home doing remote learning instead of going to a physical school, how is the Rob Schneider Music Foundation operating under the current circumstances?
We only did that. We did that for 15 years, and then I moved out of that area.
Mm-hmm.
So we no longer have that. The music program's still going on there.
Oh, good.
But I'm no longer there. I moved out of California because I thought it was important that kids go to school,
Mm-hmm.
and that kids are not the problem of this particular virus. They're not the spreader of this. There's been, it doesn't affect them. If you take a look at the numbers, all you have to do is go to the CDC. It's 0.0002 people affected of this, of children.
Yeah.
So I'm not concerned about my kids. Kids need to go to school, and even Fauci says that at this point.
Yeah.
Of all the different things he says, that's what he said at this point. So I think kids need to be in school, and they're not a danger.
Well, I got to tell you, we're so excited to have you coming to West Palm Beach, and you're doing a few shows. How does it feel to be back on a live stage again in front of an audience?
Well, I think it's important that people can get out and enjoy their lives and decide, and they can do it safely. We're not packing the club.
Yeah.
I think people can decide, and if they feel vulnerable, then they don't have to come.
Yeah.
But I think for people who feel like their immune system is strong, then they should be able to make decisions for themselves. And I think that's Florida is a case in point where personal liberties have to take the forefront, and then people have to be the one deciding for themselves what risks they're willing to take.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk about what's happening in the world, and I'm not doing it to be preachy or to do it to subvert people to my point of view. I'm there to entertain people.
Yes.
So there's no I have no agenda except to get people to laugh, and to laugh at people. Stand up is basically the freest art form right now because of the restrictions and the fears of what they can say on television and in film and so there's on social media there's a lot of fear, but like when you go into a live comedy club, people are like please make sense of this lunacy for us, and that's what that's what I'm going to try to do.
And we definitely need the laughter right now after this crazy year.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's okay. It's calming down. I think it's less crazy in Florida than anywhere else, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we're actually doing pretty well down here. We're not hearing a lot of bad news. People are out and about, like you said. They're being responsible, trying to do the right thing, and we're coming along just fine. Now, I also need and I also need to let everyone know that you and your wife have a weekly podcast called "See What Happens," where you talk about pretty much anything.
We haven't done it in a couple of months, but we're going to get back and doing it. But it's pretty normal and straight ahead. Just talking about like having kids and being just trying to keep a relationship going for 12 years now.
Yeah. Now, who was the brainchild behind the idea for the podcast?
My wife's the secret genius behind everything I do.
Yay! It's always the women, I tell you.
I know. Even before I met her, she was still the one in charge.
Now, how's your daughter Elle King doing?
She's doing good. She's buying a farm in New Mexico. She's living the life. I've never seen her happier, and she's with a great guy, and she's got animals and things that she loves, and I'm really happy for her. So God bless her, and I just want her to continue to keep having fun. Nice.
Do you know if she's working on anything new in the future, music-wise?
Yeah, she's got like 20 million listeners in 2020, and so she's killing it right now. She's got a new album she's working on, and she's nominated for another music award. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's not a country music award. It's like an American music award or something. So she's always got something going on. I can't even keep track of everything.
Now, in at least 5 films that you've been in, you've had to use a line, "You can do it." How did that line become so long running? Is there a story behind that?
I have no idea. It was Adam Sandler's brainchild. Him and Tim Hurley.
Yeah.
You know, they just they told me that they had this thing and it's going to be funny. Just trust us. And here I am, 20 years later, still getting it yelled at on the streets.
I tell you, if there's a movie that you're in or Adam Sandler or something, I always wait for that moment where is it going to be in this movie and when, you know? It's pretty cool.
I'll make sure and put it in all of them forever. I promise.
Nice, nice. Now, where is your real passion? Do you prefer to make movies or to do stand-up?
Well, I mean, I love it. Whatever is going good is what I love, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get much better than a stand-up club where you have some ideas or something that happened that week and you can just talk about it. That's like ridiculously an incredible experience. At the same time, you know, crafting a film and having the emotion and the music and the actors and the score and the editing and the cinematography, that's unbelievable too. So I'm the luckiest guy in the world that I get to do both.
Yeah, I think so. I kind of grew up in the business. My dad was a key grip and started out in 20th Century, then Universal, then Burbank Studios, then retired at Paramount. So it kind of grew up on a back lot. So I kind of know the world that you live in when it comes to movies and things like that. And it's very special, I tell you, because so many few people.
It's been a beautiful time. I really do it. I've really enjoyed it.
And I tell you, you're such a fantastic actor. You're funny as hell. And whenever I hear there's a movie coming out, I'm the first one there. I think you're so fantastic
so
and
much.
talented, man. I mean, really.
Well, thank you. I'm very lucky, and at the same time, I think as Americans, this has been a free country for 244 years,
Yep.
where people have been allowed to speak their mind and say what they want, and that has to continue. So I want people to stand up for what they believe in, and to keep this country free speech, freedom of thought, freedom of ideas, without having to worry about the mob silencing them.
Yeah.
So that's my big deal, and I'm going to keep doing that no matter what.
Good. And those are the principles that this country was built on. So, yeah, definitely. Let's keep it going. This is America.
We're going to keep that going. No fear. You got to be fearless.
Yes.
So thank you so much for your time, and just make sure are just going to be print, or is it going to be?
They'll be able to actually listen to the interview, and it will be it'll be online as well. So we'll have this up within a couple of hours, and I can send you the link to it as well.
Please do. Just make sure that you print it out about like the, not being anti-car or anti-airplane, because people can understand that, because there's been so much absolute drivel regarding, people who are, slammed for, as the, quote, anti-vaxxer. So if you can just make sure in your print that you print that out for me, I'd appreciate it.
Absolutely. No worries, Rob. And again, Rob Schneider will be at the Improv Comedy Club beginning December 17th through the 19th for 5 shows here in West Palm Beach. And me and my wife will be there. We look forward to seeing you. We've never seen you live. We're very, very excited. And I just want to say safe travels to you and your family. And keep doing what you're doing. And we hope you come back year after year.
All right. Thanks, Bill. All the best to you, okay? You take care. We'll see you then. Come say hi after.
Will do, Rob. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Bye, buddy. Bye-bye.